This is Destiny from Spartan News, and today we have news from all over. Now we have Leland introducing the wonderful Louis Armstrong.
Thank you, Destiny. Music is in the air tonight, with many musicians playing at the Spooks nightclub, including the famed Louis Armstrong.
This is Louis Armstrong. He's playing with his Hot Five tonight at the Spooks nightclub, singing his most popular record, Heebie-Jeebies. He's taken the States by storm with his amazing singing and amazing piano playing. The question is, what makes Louis Armstrong so addictive? He has worked with the best, from King Oliver to Earl Hines.
Can Louis Armstrong best himself with what he will do next? Is he ever going to stop? We will see. Back to you, Destiny.
Last week on Valentine's Day, Al Capone is allegedly accused of the massacre in Chicago. I will now pass to Summer, who is gaining full live effect details.
Thank you, Destiny. I'm coming to you live in front of Bugs Moran's headquarters on North Clark Street in Chicago, where the tragic Valentine's Day massacre took place.
On the day where love is in the air, a horrific tragedy occurred in broad daylight. At about 10:30 a.m., 7 men who are a part of the Moran gang were tricked into lining up against a wall by 4 men who were disguised as police officers. The fake officers opened fire and pumped them with 90 bullets from submachine guns, shotguns, and a revolver. This massacre is the most vicious gangland slayings in America to date. Al Capone, the infamous gangster, is allegedly the one who orchestrated the hit, although he has an alibi stating that he was vacationing in Palm Island, Florida, and that is why this crime cannot be traced back to him.
Al Capone is the only one that has a real motive to do this, because both gangs want control of Chicago's smuggling and trafficking trades. These killings have stunned the citizenry of Chicago. The attack will make Al Capone public enemy number 1. I'm just gonna get straight to the point. Where were you on the 14th of February?
I was in Palm Island, Florida.
This is the question everyone wants to know. Did you do it?
How could I do it? I wasn't even in the state when it happened.
So if you didn't do it, who do you think did?
I don't know, but it wasn't me.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Being laughed at to a $100 fine, we now have Noelle in Dayton, Tennessee with all the details.
Thank you, Destiny. I'm reporting outside the courthouse where the Scopes Monkey trial took place. Tonight, a closer look into what happened the past couple of days. Today, after a couple days of monkeying around, the Scopes trial has finally concluded with a quite grim ending. The head prosecutor, William Jennings Bryan, did not wake up after his nap yesterday evening. It has not been released yet as to what the cause of his death was, but more on that later. The Scopes Monkey trial began as a conspiracy to get arrested and tried for the Dayton, Tennessee law of not being allowed to teach anything about the creation of man outside of the Bible. John Thomas Scopes and George Rapalea drummed up this monkey show even more by getting the ACLU involved, trying to get the law they broke proved unconstitutional. However, since they were on trial and not the law they broke, Judge Ralston ruled against it. Now, this event got its name for what actually happened outside the courthouse. Vendors began to set up booths selling everything from Bibles to monkey toys to food. Even 2 men, taking after the looks of chimpanzees with protruding jaws and receding foreheads, began to prance around like monkeys on the front of the courthouse lawn. Scopes was convicted and was fined $100 for the crime he committed. It is still unclear as to why he and Rapalea conspired to attack Christian fundamentalism. It is also still unclear as to what caused Brian's death yesterday afternoon. However, Dayton is back to normal. No more monkey business.
Okay, how's the voting ballot going now that the 19th Amendment is passed with women voting?
Thank you, Destiny. I'm in front of the voting ballot where in 3 months women will be able to vote for the first time. Today, on August 26, 1920, the 19th Amendment has been ratified in 35 states. Tennessee was the state who tied over the votes with an outstanding 2/3 in agreement of the amendment. Without women's suffrage activists such as Elizabeth Cady Stanton, this never would have been possible. It is so tragic that she couldn't live to see this day. In November, millions of women will flood the ballot to vote for the first time and finally be able to contribute their opinions. I'm here with Noelle, a woman who will be voting for the first time in November. Noelle, how do you feel right now?
I feel so excited to finally be able to be seen as equal to the men in America.
How long have you been waiting to be able to vote?
Nearly 40 years.
Wow, I'm so happy that you will be able to see this day. This is truly an amazing advancement in American history, and women everywhere are ecstatic.
Jonathan is here to fill us in on our sports heroes.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Orr, and today I'm going to bring you the sports. With champion athletes popping up left and right, this is already looking to be a decade that will go down in sports history. America's most notable athletes for this segment are coming from all across the country, playing tennis, golf, football, and America's all-time favorites, baseball and boxing. Our first sports hero is world-class tennis player, Little Miss Poker Face, also known as Helen Wills. She has rightfully secured her spot on this list because she has successfully defended her title around the world as the best woman in tennis. The next champion on our list is red hot and on fire. Harold Red Grange is and always will be one of the most notable football players of all time. Harold is also known as the Galloping Ghost because of his outstanding number of touchdowns. He is said to be the most remarkable amateur halfback in the sport this season. During his first year of playing football at the University of Illinois, he led his team to a 39-14 championship victory. Our next athlete is not a hero, but a prodigy. Only the one and only Babe Ruth. With 49 home runs and 7 World Series wins. Finally bringing this segment to a close, we have America's favorite sport and heavyweight champion, boxer Gene Tunney. He has held the light heavyweight title for a year and is now currently the holder of the heavyweight title for 2 years strong. That's all for today's sports.
From Atlantic City, Dane, how is Duke Ellington performance going?
Yes, Destiny, I'm Dane, and I'm in front of the Atlantic City, where Duke Ellington and the Kentucky Club played last night.
Duke Ellington and his group is somewhat new, and their performance last night gave their 5-man group a more than promising future. All the instruments came together in The Creeper by Duke Ellington and made a piece that everyone can relax to in the nightclub. I must say that this piece was beautifully made because everyone sounds great.
That's all for today with Spartan News. Hopefully see you guys next week.